It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll watch Tyler Conklin. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Richardson to the air on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dragons have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Richardson will throw for it.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 25 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A 63-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Ready, set, Warrior 70.
On first down, Richardson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it's Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Breece Hall, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and run it here. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. But you look at this defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 40 yards. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Alert, alert, alert!
On first down, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
What's that? What's that?
Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. To the air, Allen. He's got Hamler on the out route, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back and forth first quarter of play. Richardson out of the shotgun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for Christian Watson that time. Third down here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. You look at this Buffalo defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more.
Touchdown! Christian Watson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dragons add 6 to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We are
are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down as they've got it as we resume action. And meanwhile, Allen's throw there complete to Hamler. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, this is Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Again, it's Richardson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came into eyes later because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
There he goes again, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to drop that one free.
Richardson looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dragons drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Richardson will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Hines now on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
On 1st down, Richardson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Yes, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Christian Watson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On play action, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
Get it! 70 Rangers! Hurry, hurry!
Richardson to throw again after the pick 6. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is going to score.
think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. We'll see if they get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing after the interception. Richardson. That one caught downfield by Watson. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. Christian Watson. And touchdown. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 70. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And the Bills getting set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little...
Going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Richardson working from the gun. This one deep for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 54 yards. And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage.
Dragon 60.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's Richardson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 56 yards. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Richardson to the air on first down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Dragons have got it on cruise control.
They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now Davis fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The risk reward of the onside.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Down inside the 10.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
K.J. Hamler.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Christian Watson.
Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
98 yards.
And the Dragons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Harris. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
19 tight.
Two-point conversion.
Richardson will throw for it.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Allen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Bills first down.
On the give, this is Harris.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Breaks a tackle. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brings up third down.
On third down, here's Harris. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The kick by pass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his third field goal in the ballgame brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. This drive here.
the pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Richardson.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Breece Hall.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dragons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Richardson looking to throw.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run once more with Edwards. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
From 13 yards out.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Now, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to at least get 1 score back.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Ready, break. Cup 19, Cup 19.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This is caught, it's Christian Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Now it's Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them more chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
2nd down, here's Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, Pardon?
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dragons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Brings their line set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dragons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Half 85, half 85.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Allen again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Here's Allen.
He's got Hamler on the out route.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, Allen. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the
touchdown pass to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long, Richardson from his end zone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded right at the goal line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. 56 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Richardson will throw for it.
On the move to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Allen now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.